What's up, guys? It's Big Lord from Kern County Foam Flingers. I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple different things today. One of them, this guy right here. I was supposed to have a video out about this about a month ago or so, something like that. I don't know, but that's what what I wanted to talk about was that blaster, and just about like me posting stuff, when I post stuff, why I post stuff, and just random Nerf rambling, if that's okay, if you guys want to listen. So first off, I want to talk about why I do this and why I make content. I guess why I make the content and who I make it for. I guess we'll go with that. So okay, so I like making content, or I make content because I have fun doing it. I don't post all the time because I have a big family. I have what's considered a big family. There's 6 of us in my family. My beautiful wife. I got 4 kids, all young still, 12 and under. So they take up a lot of my time. And just random things, that are a little more important than Nerf. Do I like Nerf? Yes, I love Nerf. Sometimes my wife gets mad at me because I I stay up late working on blasters,
Okay, that's true.
and for some reason she wants to hang out with us. I mean, look at me, even in her pajamas.
Don't do yours. Don't lie to them.
These are her pajamas. Look at that. Look at those short pajamas.
Don't show all that.
I didn't show anything. I just showed me wearing the shorts. Why am I wearing the shorts? I don't know. You guys out there, don't act like you've never put on your wife's pajamas or shorts before.
There's gonna be comments being like, no. I've never
No, you're the only guy that wears her pajamas. They fit, so I put them on. I couldn't find my shorts. And I can't just put on the shorts with a regular shirt. If it's got a matching set, I gotta wear it, right? I can't just wear just the shorts, not the shirt. So, anyways, back to what I was talking about. My content. So, my content is not like fantastic. It's not like, oh, look at this, check out this new video. I don't think it is, anyways. But I post content that I like, that I think it's cool. And I guess some other people do too. I mean, I have like 400 followers. Man, that's not bad. For me doing this for about a year now, maybe a little bit more than a year. And I'm not doing it for the followers anyways. Do I appreciate the followers? Yes, I do. I appreciate the followers. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate all you guys, especially the feedback. I get help. If I'm stumped on something or something like that, I just like the comments, and I like how you guys talk to me. Like we talk like we're comfortable, like we know each other, which we do, to an extent. But I'm not the kind of person that goes out and buys new blasters whenever they come out. I'm not the kind of person that feels like I got to post the first video about the newest blaster that came out, because I can't keep up. I'm not that type of person. I'm way too busy to do something like that. I'm not that type of person to be doing stuff like that. For one, I don't have the money to be buying blasters all the time. And 2, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it'd get kind of burnt out that way. So I do this. I may post a video once a month. Sometimes I'll do 2 times a month. I may have even done 3 times a month at one time. I don't know. So you'll see videos come out when they come out. I got about 4 or 5 videos lined up for cool stuff. One of the cool things on the videos, I have a really cool build video coming up soon. But this is from Alex. My buddy Alex Usog sent this to me. So this is really cool. I'll be able to put my phone right there and have a nice overhead view of while I'm working on the blaster, versus what I had last time. I think I had some sort of stand sitting on top of a cup to make it higher or something like that. I don't know. It was really rigged. And I think this thing goes up higher. I haven't figured it out yet. My wife has it attached to her desk because I think how do you like it, babe, so far?
What was it? Sorry.
The stand? Yeah, so my wife likes it. So if she likes it, I'm going to like it. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I produce. Do I enjoy having you guys as followers and having followers? Yes, but that's not the main reason I do it. I'm going to try to do more tutorials, and there's a lot of tutorials out there, but a lot of them are outdated, I guess you could say. I want to do some simple soldering tutorials, just projects I got working on coming up for Ragnarok Oktoberfest. I got a really cool blaster that I'm going to be making for that. I got one of my buddies has two blasters. They're his sons. He wants me to fix them, so I want to put videos of me fixing those. So I think that'd be pretty cool, because you guys may have the same blaster with the same issue. And I looked them up. I don't think I've seen videos on those yet. So that's just the kind of stuff I put out there. It's not to be the coolest guy on the block, but just to be helpful, because I've learned a lot over these last 2 years of nerfing, and I want to share it. You know, why not? It's free. This video is free to make. The knowledge is free to share. So why not share it? So that's that. So back to this guy right here. I said it was about a month ago, I wanted to put a video out on this build, what it's got in it and why I made it. So the cool thing I like about this build was I got this blaster from Gims Mods, the green Adventure Force Spectrum. This is now discontinued. You only find the red one on the shelf, and if you're in the UK, they have a blue one and I think a white one, which is pretty cool. I would like to have one of those, but the tariffs right now would make it ridiculous to get them over here. Plus, I don't have the room. My wife would probably kill me if I got more blasters in the house. So all the ones that are in the car are staying out there. There's none in the... there's a couple in the car, but that's because of a war I had at my church here recently with my high school youth. Not my high school youth, my friend's high school youth. So I helped them out and do that. So back to this build right here. So the cool thing about this build is it's an HVZ build. It's got multiple parts on here to make it what it is. I don't remember if this rail, Picatinny rail, came with this. It might have. The sights may have came with it. This, I don't think it came. I don't know. I'm going to post down below all the links to everything. I really like this buffer tube stock. Somebody makes an in strike attachment for this, but it looks really funky. Like it kind of sticks out or comes down low, and it just doesn't really line up with the blaster. The lines aren't, symmetrical with the blaster. And this buffer tube stock, I really like the way it looked on there. It's a minimalist buffer tube stock, and it's perfect for me. Most of the time when I'm shooting flywheelers anyways, I just have them out there like that, blasting them. So this one, it's a really cheap build. It's got worker 180 motors in it. Bring the 180 back. I think I'll get a shirt. I have plenty of shirt ideas. Bring the 180 back. So RoboMan has some quick draw 180 motors out there right now. You could still get some Neo Hellcats 180s. They're a little pricey because those do come from the UK. I think the RoboMan 180s are kind of pricey too. But these, $11. These were $11 on Amazon, and they rev beautifully. Listen to this. Sorry if that was kind of loud. But man, they're really nice. I think they rev to like 44K. I put these 180 motors with some RoboMan flywheels, the V1 flywheels, and I was hitting over 200 FPS with these motors, and it sounded better in the Strife X. Sorry, in the Strife X with the stock Strife X cage. Hitting over 200, hitting like 215 with Dart Zone bamboos, which is freaking awesome. And it was straight too. It shot really straight. So anyways, back to this. I have some Containment Crew Cyclones in there, which once again, they were on sale for $11. So I think that was a really good deal, because I think these might have said like Maryland Mayhem 2024 or 23 on them, because they will, like Maryland Mayhem just came out. You guys have videos out on that, which is pretty cool as well. I've watched a couple of them. But they'll do specialty flywheels for the events and sell them at the events. And the ones they don't sell, they bring them back and put them on sale, which is good for a guy like you and I. Because like I said, I am on a budget. I haven't got any new blasters in a long time, which is okay because I have way too many in the house. My wife says it's either me or the blasters. I got to get rid of some blasters or I can't live here. I did think about that for a while. Just kidding, babe. I'm never going to leave. Are you still in here?
What?
Nothing? You're not even paying attention to me.
I did. Sorry.
It's okay. But anyways, I'm a nerfer on a budget. So I do commissions. But the commissions, you know, some of the money goes back to buying more parts that I may need, and the other goes back to helping my family pay bills and stuff like that. So if you guys have any commissions, let me know. I'll do commissions. I can even build them. You guys can watch me build them. I'll post videos about them if that's what you guys want. Huh?
I have a commission.
What's that?
Can you fix that truck outside and get out of the driveway?
Yes. So that's another reason. I'll fix that truck outside and get out of the driveway. It's your brother's truck.
Sure is.
Either way, I'll get it out of here. But that's another reason why I don't do videos. I don't know if I talked about it already, but I do. I got my kids. I work on cars on the weekends. My wife loves me and likes to spend a lot of time with me. I mean, look at me. Right? Can you blame her? So, any...
No lie was spoken.
What?
I said no lie was spoken.
So anyways, back to the build. I use the Nexus Pro, I believe it is. No, that's not the Nexus Pro. The MK3 short dart adapter. I like that because it fits the Dart Zone magazines. I like using the Dart Zone magazines. They're pretty sturdy. And the cool thing about it is worker magazines fit really great in it too. So I could do either one. So I got that. That's what I like about this build. So this was built just for HVZ, which a lot of my blasters are purpose built for HVZ. I have some for 150 for super stock and 160. And also I have, and I like to run flywheelers. I mainly run flywheelers. I know they're not accurate as a Springer. And I do have Springers. I do have a Harrier that hits about 240 or so like that. And don't ever get caught up in the FPS game. Just because you have more FPS doesn't mean it's going to be more accurate. So this one, I'll put it on the chrono right now. We'll see what it does. This thing shoots pretty straight, even though I'm using the Cyclone flywheels. They're not very concave. I mean, there's a little concavity to them, just enough to guide the dart down. But HVZ, it doesn't have to be mega straight anyways. It's just got to be enough to hit a human at a certain range, which is perfect, or a zombie at a certain range, which is exactly what this thing does. So that's what I made it for. And the coolest thing about this is the fact that I'm using the 180 motor. So I think that motor cover right there really sets it off. It really goes with the blaster. And this is just a really cool color combination, I believe. So if you guys have any more questions about that, just ask them below and I'll answer you as fast as I can, you know. I'm not too busy. Not that I won't have time, but I'll definitely answer them. So let's fire up the chronograph. And these are used darts. These are going to be, I'm sure this is going to be anywhere between 110 to maybe 130 if I'm lucky. I don't think I ever hit above 130 in this because I didn't want to hit above 130. It's still a very fun blaster to use. So fire this bad boy up, get it revving, and we'll see what it's doing here. 129, 128, oh, 134, I lied. 132, I'll make a liar out of me. 128, 130, 130, 127, 130, 129. Okay, that's 10 shots. Sorry. That's really loud too. I kind of like that it's loud. I don't like the Strife X loud because it just sounds like a nasty, raspy, like unbalanced loud. That actually sounds really good for revving as loud as it does. But it's averages 130.2, which is really good. This thing's pretty consistent too. For it being a flywheeler, I think some of those are fresh darts, some of them are used, but yeah, let's see here. Go all the way down. 129, 128, 134, 132, 128, 130, 130, 130, 127, 130, 129. That's actually a really, really good spread really good deviation, standard deviation of about 4 to 5. That is great for a flywheeler. So that's a really good build. That's going to be really consistent to use on fresh darts. Of course, you're on the battlefield, you're going to be picking up used darts along the way. But even with used darts, I think the lowest I ever saw it with like a real crummy dart was 113, 114, which is still going to get you some zombies. So anyways, that's it, guys. Just wanted to talk about that, my content and that build. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. Any commissions, let me know. If you guys want to send me blasters to talk about, I can do that too. Just general questions. I'm down to answer. Anything. I like making content. I'll make it when I make it. So I won't guarantee I'll have a video out every week or every month, but I'll put video out that's quality. I prefer the quality over quantity because there's plenty of videos out there. It's the same freaking thing every time. And grant you, for the algorithm, that does give you a ton of followers doing that every single time. But like I said, I'm not in it for the followers. I'm in it for the fun and for the quality. So, like I said, any questions, feel free to ask below, and I'll answer when I can. So that's it. Kern County Foam Flingers out.